What's up, Madden community? MT Squared back with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. And today, I'm going to go over my top 5 theme teams in Madden Ultimate Team right now. This list of teams is up to date through Saturday, October 9th, after the Legends drops. I really wanted to make this list after the Team Diamonds drop, but that promo got pushed out. It is now coming expected on October 17th, so we'll see if that actually does come out then. But I feel like theme teams are really shaping up right now, so we get a really good indication of who the best theme teams are. If you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can see my daily videos. So most of you know this already, but in case you don't, why are theme teams so popular, you ask? So if you have 50 team chemistries for the same team, all those players are going to get a +2 boost to speed, acceleration, strength, agility, and jumping. This is why I love theme teams. It makes the best players in the game even better. Eric Dickerson, the best running back in the game, if you've got him on your team, he probably has 91 speed. Well, on a Rams, Raiders, Falcons, or Colts theme team, he will have 93 speed. If you have a 40 out of 40 Legends team, he'll have 92 speed. So the 50 out of 50 theme teams are the best option to go, unless if you want to go with the Legends team, you're going to get a better group of quality players, but you only get the +1 boost. So it kind of depends on which way you want to go. And what did I take into consideration when picking my top 5, you ask? So on these 5 teams I'm about to show you, I did not put in flex options. I'm going to show you what a true theme team would look like. I did include the team captain and the divisional unsung hero master that gets any team chemistry in their division. But when picking these teams, I did leave the possibility for you to put in flex options. I just want to show you guys what a true theme team looks like for these top teams. On offense, there needed to be at least 2, preferably 3 top-tier cards for skill positions, so either wide receivers, tight ends, or running backs. Having a quarterback was not a priority, as that is a position that can easily be used as a flex option, since most people have a specific style of quarterback they like anyway. Having a really good quarterback is a plus, though, obviously, and then having an offensive line that does not require more than 2 flex upgrade is a big plus. Some of these teams actually only need 1. And then on defense, I mainly focused on the secondary, so I'm looking for teams that have at least a couple top-tier corners and safeties with at least a couple more mid-grade level ones that with the boost every card gets will make them more of a top-tier level at that position. I did also take into consideration edge rushers and middle linebackers if they have lurker. Having really good interior defensive line is a nice bonus, but not something I focused on. All right, so enough about how I came up with this list. Let's get into number 5. So at number 5, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs have a really good overall offensive line. They only need 1 flex option at right tackle. Quarterback Joe Montana was the first pretty good quarterback that we got. He gets quick draw ability. He does not get set feet lead. So if that's something that you're looking for, then you're going to want to replace him. They don't have the best running back with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but they do have Christian Okoye, Nightmare, as a fullback. And if you want to, you could put your team captain as Larry Zonka and then move Christian Okoye to running back. He does get running back as a secondary position. That's a really good card and definitely a good option that you could do if you want to. So the Chiefs also get Dante Hall today, the new fastest receiver in the game. He has 92 speed stock, so he will have 94 speed on this 50 out of 50 Chiefs theme team. Tyreek Hill has their wide receiver number 2, Juju Smith-Schuster as wide receiver number 3, and then we've got Tony Gonzalez as our tight end, so a pretty solid overall tight end. Looking at the defense here, we have a couple top-tier level cornerbacks with Darrelle Revis, the best corner in the game right now. L'Jarius Sneed as cornerback number 2. He was the first top-level corner that came out in the game with the Headliners promo. Still a really good option. Definitely still a top 10 cornerback in the game, in my opinion. Then we have Charvarius Ward. He's only an 87 overall, but he's 6'1". He's got decent speed, good man, good zone. So that is definitely a serviceable corner number 3, I would consider. We have Tyrann Mathieu, 87 overall strong safety, and Juan Thornhill, 80 overall free safety. So not the best free safety in the game. Tyrann Mathieu, definitely serviceable. But we also have Derek Johnson at middle linebacker who does get the lurker ability. So that's a huge plus. And then we also have T. Sizzle as an edge rusher. So he's one of the best edge rushers in the game. He has over 90 for block shed, power move, and finesse move, and he's got 87 speed, I think. So definitely a really good edge rusher. The rest of the defensive line, nothing to go crazy about, but Emmanuel Ogbah is pretty good as another edge rusher. And then you got Chris Jones. I've chose Sam Adams as a team captain. Looking at number 4, I chose the New England Patriots. So the Patriots have Drew Bledsoe as quarterback, so he does get set feet lead and quick draw that you can use at the same time, which is pretty huge. If you do not want to use him, there is the new Jim Plunkett card. Plunkett does get the quick draw or fearless abilities. You cannot use them at the same time, but you can use one of those. He does not get set feet lead. For our running back position, we have Cordarrelle Patterson. He's only an 88 overall, but that Gridiron Guardians card is really good. He's got 88 speed, so he'll have 90 speed on this theme team. For wide receivers, we have Chad Johnson and Randy Moss as our wide receivers 1 and 2. And then we have Hunter Henry, who is not the best tight end, but he's an 87 overall, not that bad of a card. And then for our offensive line, you're only going to have to use one flex option on Trent Brown. And even the 80 overall isn't bad, so you can choose to upgrade a different position if you want. The Patriots only have one center, so and there's no offensive lineman that gets center as a secondary position, so you can just upgrade your center position if you want, since you have that flex option to use, or you can use the 84 overall Andrews. And then we chose Larry Zonka as our fullback. The Patriots have no fullbacks in the game. Nobody gets team chemistry for fullback that gets team chemistry for the Patriots that has fullback. Looking at our defense here, so we have the new Cordarrelle Patterson at strong safety, 88 overall. That card is really good. Micah Hyde was the AFC East divisional unsung hero master from the Bills. He gets any team chemistry in the AFC East, so that's a really good card. I use him on my Jets team. He plays really well for me. And then we have a couple top tier level cornerbacks with Darrell Revis and that Stephon Gilmore card that was part of the, I think it was if you reached level 31 on your field pass for season 1, then you got Stephon Gilmore. Randy Moss is our cornerback number 3. He's 6'4". He's got 85 speed, so not the fastest, so he'll have 87 speed on the theme team, but definitely pretty good. I did choose him over J.C. Jackson. They've got the same speed, but J.C. Jackson's only like 5'11" or 5'10", so I wanted the height factor with Randy Moss. They've also got a top tier level edge rusher with the new Jonathan Casillas card that just came out from the Hispanic Heritage promo. We have a couple middle linebackers, nothing crazy here. Mike Vrabel was one of the first Legends outside linebackers, a card that came out. But overall, I felt like Patriots were a good number 4 option. And at number 3, I chose the Los Angeles Rams. So I really wanted to put them at number 2, but I decided to put them at number 3 because I felt like there was a couple holes, and number 2 I thought was just a little bit better. So our offensive line, you're only going to have to spend one flex card on your left tackle. You can choose to use it on your left guard also if you want to, or you can use that 83 overall Edwards card. For our quarterback, you have Ryan Fitzmagic as your quarterback. I have him on my theme team. He plays really good for me. I use set feet lead and quick draw on him. We have the best running back in the game with Eric Dickerson. So 91 overall card. He has 91 speed stock. Again, he will have 93 speed on this theme team, which is huge. We're going to use Larry Zonka as our team captain. We have the new Dante Hall Legends card that just came out. I just talked about him on the Chiefs theme team. So he has 92 speed stock. He will have 94 speed on this theme team, which is huge. And then we have Cooper Kupp as our wide receiver 2. So a pretty good card. And we have Tyler Higbee as our starting tight end. Not the best tight end. He is an 89 overall. He's pretty well balanced from a route running and blocking perspective. Not the fastest tight end, but pretty good. And then for our defense here, we have a couple top tier level corners with Night Train Lane and Jalen Ramsey. We've also got Taylor Rapp at free safety. He's only an 86 overall, but he's a pretty good card. Nolan Cromwell, the best strong safety in the game, which is huge, with LaMarcus Joyner as the backup strong safety. He's only 5'9", so just be careful with Joyner. Make sure you don't have him in any deep zone situations. And then we've got Von Miller as a really good edge rusher. You got Deacon Jones, that 89 overall Legends card at left end. I used him for a long time on my Legends team, and he played really well for me. I use him as an edge rusher. He does get edge threat for only 3 ability points, so that's a really good option. And then I would probably recommend using Aaron Donald and Robert Quinn on your interior, or you could use Merlin Olsen and Aaron Donald. Merlin Olsen's actually faster than Robert Quinn, believe it or not. I did check that out, so that would probably be a good option for you. But I felt like if they had another safety besides Nolan Cromwell and Taylor Rapp I would put above LaMarcus Joyner because of Joyner's height. If they had one more safety in here, then I probably would have put them at number 2. But at number 2, I have my current theme team, the New York Jets. So I'm a huge Dolphins fan. Took me a lot of pride to suck up to use this Jets as a theme team. I just feel like this is a really good theme team. I did not want to go with who the number 1 is, which I'll show you in a minute, which will probably be no surprise. But if it was the Patriots that were in this position, I probably would not have gone with the Patriots just because I have too much animosity toward them. But here we have the Jets theme team. For the offensive line, you only have to use one flex option, and you can either use it on left tackle or your right guard position. So that Tom Compton card that you get for at 200 competitive points on the current competitive pass. So if you have not gotten Tom Compton yet, I know people were trash talking the competitive field pass rewards for this particular segment, but you definitely want that Tom Compton card. It's a free right tackle, 89 overall. He gets left tackle, left guard, and right guard as secondary positions, and he gets a ton of theme teams. So if you like to run theme teams and switch them up, you definitely want to get that card. He gets like 9 theme teams or something like that, and obviously Jets is one of them. So because of the fact that we have Morgan Moses at right tackle, we're going to switch Tom Compton over to right guard, and then I would just use a flex option on your left tackle. For your quarterback, you have a couple options here, depending on your play style. You have Ryan Fitzmagic or Michael Vick. So both of them have access to quick draw and set beat lead at the same time. I personally use Fitzmagic. I probably should be using Vick. Vick is probably the better option, but I'm using Fitzmagic. He was cheaper at the time when I got him. I think Michael Vick was still going for like 700,000 or 800,000 coins when I got that Fitzmagic card. We are going to use our team captain on Larry Zonka because the Jets only get one fullback. For our running back, we have, in my opinion, probably the second best running back in the game with LaDainian Tomlinson, 91 overall card. He's pretty good. He plays well for me. You can run the running back apprentice ability on him. He gets that for 3 ability points. Eric Dickerson, I forgot to mention that before, he gets running back apprentice for 2 ability points. You do have to spend 6,000 training on it, but he does get that for cheaper AP. And then for wide receivers, we have that new Plaxico Burress card, wide receiver 91 overall. That card has played really well for me. I run the deep out elite ability on him, and he catches pretty much everything. He gets some nice animations with aggressive catches. We have Sauce Gardner out of position wide receiver card. He's 6'3", which is nice. Derek Mason as a wide receiver 3. 87 overall. He's not the fastest, but he does pretty well for me. I do have slot apprentice on him, so I do get the corners and crossing routes, but he plays decent for me. I mostly use Burris and Gardner though. And then that Lawrence Cager 87 overall tight end. He's 6'5", and he is pretty good. I also run the deep out elite ability on him. Got some nice animations. That card has played really well for me. And then the defense is what I'm the most excited about here, especially because of our safeties. The safeties are insane. We have Micah Hyde, 89 overall, starting free safety with Ronnie Lott as our backup free safety. Jordan Whitehead is also a free safety, but he gets strong safety as a secondary position, so I'm going to move him over there. I actually have him in that strong safety position, playing like the curl flat and hard flat areas. And then I have Steve Atwater as the backup strong safety, but I use him in the middle as a sub linebacker position. So that's what I would recommend if you were to run a Jets team. And then for our corners, we have a couple, top-level corners with Darrelle Revis, new card that came out. Sauce Gardner, 88 overall. DJ Reed Jr., 87 overall, would be your cornerback number 3. Personally, on my Jets team, I do not use him because he's too short. He's only 5'9", so I use some flex options for corner and that. And then the defensive line is definitely the worst part about this team. So that's definitely where you're going to want to spend your flex options. There's no good edge rushers. There's no good interior defensive line. So that's something that, you'll have to decide what you want to do. Personally, I use T. Sizzle and Nick Bosa as my edge rushers to get them in the game. And then I actually added in another flex option in the specialist area with Jeffrey Simmons to get a defensive tackle in there. So personally, that is what I'm doing. But this team has been really awesome for me, like I said. And at number 1, again, probably no surprise, we have the Raiders. So the Raiders actually don't have a strong offensive line. There's really only 2 cards that you probably should keep in there with Trey Smith and Colton Miller. You can keep in Andre James if you wanted to at center, and Trent Brown, your 80 overall. Personally, I would recommend swapping the 3 of them out if you were to go with this theme team. Remember, you can have up to 5 flex options on the theme team if you have that rare strategy card that gives you 3 extra chemistries. But you really don't need to spend your flex options on almost any other position on this theme team, so you probably can afford to do so. We have the best tight end in the game right now with Dave Casper, 91 overall. For your quarterback situation, you have the new Jim Plunkett option, new 88 overall Hispanic Heritage card that came out, or you have the Marcus Mariota card that has been out for a while. This would probably be a good opportunity to use a flex option here as well if you want a quarterback with set feet lead, one of the top tier level quarterbacks. So you can definitely throw in anybody in there. And then for the running back situation, you've got the best running back in the game. Talked about him with the Rams theme team. Eric Dickerson will have 93 speed on this theme team. For wide receivers, you have a couple top tier level wide receivers, Michael Crabtree and Randy Moss. Crabtree gets slot apprentice for only 1 ability point, which is huge in my opinion. Then now Nelson Aguilar as your wide receiver number 3, not the best option, but he's serviceable for now. Looking at our defense here, we have Rod Woodson and Trayvon Mulrig at free safety, and then we have Cordarrelle Patterson and Ronnie Lott at strong safety. So I put Ronnie Lott as your backup strong safety, and this is actually really important. You're going to want to do that because LaMarcus Joyner is going to automatically be show up as a backup strong safety if you were to go on the mutt.gg theme team website. But and you're not going to have the option for Trayvon Mulrig in here, but I moved Ronnie Lott over to strong safety. He gets it as a secondary position because you definitely want Trayvon Mulrig over that LaMarcus Joyner card. So you have 4 really good safety options in here. And then we have for our cornerbacks, 2 top tier level cornerbacks with Charles Woodson and Lester Hayes. Randy Moss, 86 overall. I put him above Rocky Sim because of Randy Moss's height factor. Again, 6'4". Definitely want that in there. Or you can choose to use a flex option if you want. For our defensive line, you've got some really nice edge rushers with Chandler Jones and the new Ted Hendricks Hispanic Heritage promo card that came out. You also have Warren Sapp as an interior person. We've got Sam Adams as our team captain. You do also have Derek Johnson as a middle linebacker that gets the lurker ability, so that is also huge. So in my opinion, Raiders still number 1. We'll see what happens over the next couple weeks when the new promos come out, and then eventually Team Diamonds is going to come out. We'll see who is the new number 1 theme team. But that is it for today's video, guys. Let me know who you like on this list and who you think I left out. There's some really good other options that I wanted to get in here. I just did not think that they were better than the 5 I have listed. Honorable mentions, I would say, would go to the Vikings and the Eagles. Those two are really good options, and I really wanted to get them in, especially the Vikings. I think the Vikings are a really cool theme team. I just wish they had like one more corner that was maybe better than Patrick Peterson, or another safety on top of the Harrison Smith and Cordarrelle Patterson. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I'll be making more full theme team videos every day. If you've got a request for me to do one, let me know and I'll add it to my list. And if you did enjoy this video or found it helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can see my daily videos. And thank you for watching this video.